Good morning, everybody. How do you feel today? Say it loud so you can hear how you feel. Thank you for saying how you feel. My name is Mr. Channing. That was Mr. Tusks. He's got something else to do. You know how it is with cats. They're always very busy and hardworking. Would you like to read a book with me today? I've got a book I'd like to read with you. This book is called JAMAICA'S Find by Juanita Havill. Illustrations by Anne Sibley O'Brien. Published by Scholastic. What do you see here? I think this is probably a girl named Jamaica. Who is this? A dog? A real dog? Oh, a stuffed dog. This book is called JAMAICA'S Find. So what do you think that she found? What do you think her find is? You think it's this dog? I think so too. Let's find out what the story is with Jamaica and the stuffed dog. There's Jamaica. What do you think about that name Jamaica? I think it's a very pretty name. There's a place called Jamaica too. Did you know that? Mm-hmm. Now here's Jamaica. What is she doing? She riding her bike. Move a little closer so you can see it. She's got a very nice purple bike. Do you like the color purple? I do. When Jamaica arrived at the park, there was no one there. It was almost supper time, but she still had a few minutes to play. What is Jamaica doing here? Oh, she's on the swings. Do you like to ride the swings? I always think the swings are very fun. A lot of grown-ups actually like to ride on the swings. Did you know that? It's true. She sat in a swing, pushed off with her toes, and began pumping. That's when you kick your legs back and forth, make yourself go higher and higher on the swing. That's a good swinging technique. It was fun not to have to watch out for the little ones who always ran in front of the swings. That's right, there's nobody at the park. It's just her. So she's swinging all by herself, and she can swing as high as she wants without watching out for anybody. Then she climbed up the slide. There was a red sock hat on the ladder step. Jamaica took it for a ride. She slid down so fast that she fell in the sand and lay flat on her back. When she rolled over to get up, she saw a stuffed dog. Beside her, it was a cuddly gray dog worn from hugging. Sounds like someone loved it very much. All over it were faded food and grass stains. Its button nose must have fallen off. There was a round white spot in its place. 2 black ears hung from its head. Sounds like someone loves this dog very much. They love it so much they bring it everywhere, and so it gets very dirty and worn out. That's just how it is when you have a stuffed animal that you love a lot. You take it everywhere, it gets a lot of wear on it. It might get some dirt on it too. Do you have a stuffed animal like this, or have you ever seen a stuffed animal like this? Mm-hmm. How does she feel about this dog? Looks like she likes it. She's very interested in this dog. Jamaica put the dog in her bicycle basket. She took the hat into the park house, and she gave it to the young man at the counter. This is somebody who works at the park. One of his jobs is that he works at the lost and found. So if something is found, like Jamaica found that hat, she can bring it in. And if someone comes by and says, I lost my hat, he can say, well, someone found it. Here it is for you. But she just is bringing the hat to him. But she found something else too, right? What'd she do with that? Well, here's what she did with that. The first thing her mother said when Jamaica came in the door was, "Where did that dog come from?" So that's what she did with the dog. She brought it all the way home. The park. I stopped to play on the way home, Jamaica said. I found someone's red hat, and I took it to the lost and found. But Jamaica, you should have returned the dog too, said her mother. And then she said, I'm glad you returned the hat. It didn't fit me, Jamaica said. Now, if you find a hat at the park, just laying on the ground, you should not try it on your head, just so you know. Maybe the dog doesn't fit you either, her mother said. I like the dog, said Jamaica. So who do you see here? Jamaica's grown-ups, her mom and dad. Jamaica's brother. There she is. Does she look happy? Let's find out what they're all talking about and see how she feels. Don't put that silly dog on the table, Jamaica's brother said. You don't know where it came from. It isn't very clean, you know, her father said. Not in the kitchen, Jamaica, her mother said. Jamaica took the dog to her room. She could hear her mother say, it probably belongs to a girl just like Jamaica. Yeah, this is not a brand new dog that Jamaica found at the store. This is probably someone's dog. By the way, what are they all doing? Looks like brother has the forks and knives and spoons to set out, setting the table. Her mom's bringing out the bowls. Dad's bringing out salad and some shaker. Maybe it's got Parmesan cheese in it. It's going to be a good dinner. After dinner and after dessert, Jamaica went up to her room very quietly. She held the dog up and looked at it closely. And then she tossed it onto a chair. Does she feel a little conflicted? A little confused? Like she's not really sure what she should do. Jamaica, her mother called from the kitchen. Have you forgotten? It's your turn to dry the dishes. Do I have to, Mother? I don't feel good, Jamaica answered. Jamaica heard the pots rattle, and then she heard her mother's steps. Boom, boom, boom. What is she doing? Is she reading? No. She's just thinking. Her mother came in quietly, sat down by Jamaica, and looked at the stuffed dog, which lay alone on the chair. She didn't say anything. After a while, she put her arms around Jamaica and squeezed for a long time. Sometimes it might feel good to get a hug when you're trying to think about what to do. Mother, I want to take the dog back to the park, Jamaica said. We'll go first thing in the morning, her mother said. All right, here she is back at the park. Remember who this is? This is the person who works at the Lost and Found at the park. Jamaica ran to the park house and plopped the stuffed dog down on the counter. I found this by the slide, she told the young man. Oh, hi, aren't you the girl who gave me the hat last night? This guy works there. He tries to remember everybody who comes in so he can do a good job helping them with what they need. Yes, said Jamaica. She felt a little hot around the ears. She felt a little embarrassed that she hadn't brought the dog back right away. You sure do find a lot of things. Well, I'll put it on the Lost and Found shelf. Jamaica stood watching him. Is that all? He asked. You didn't find anything else, did you? No, that's all. She stayed to watch him put the dog on a shelf behind him. How does she feel? How does she feel giving this dog to that guy? Does she wish that she could keep that dog? She does. So why did she give it to the guy? Because it belongs to somebody else? Yeah, even if she doesn't know who it is. I'm sure some little boy or girl will come in after it today. A nice little dog like that, the young man said. Jamaica ran outside. She didn't feel like playing alone. There was no one else at the park but her mother, who sat on a bench. Then Jamaica saw a girl and her mother cross the street to the park. "Hi, I'm Jamaica. What's your name?" she said to the girl. The girl let go of her mother's hand. "Kristen," she said. "Do you want to climb the jungle gym with me, Kristen?" Jamaica said. There's Jamaica's mom. There's Kristen, there's Jamaica, there's Kristen's mom. Kristen ran toward Jamaica. "Yes, but I have to find something first." Oh, Kristen is looking for something at the park.
Is it her doggy?
It's her doggy. I think you're right. "What?" asked Jamaica. Kristen was bending under the slide. "What did you lose?" said Jamaica. "Edgar Dog."
Edgar dog.
Edgar Dog. That's the name of the dog, Edgar Dog. "I brought him with me yesterday and now I can't find him." "Was he kind of gray with black ears?" Jamaica couldn't keep from shouting, "Come along with me!" Oh, is Jamaica excited? Mm-hmm. The young man in the park house looked over the counter at the two girls. "Now what have you found?" Do you think he thinks that she found this kid? But this time Jamaica didn't drop anything onto the counter. Instead, she smiled her biggest smile. "I found the girl who belongs to that stuffed dog." Oh, there's a map of the park right there. Jamaica was almost as happy as Kristen, who took Edgar Dog in her arms and gave him a big welcome back hug. How do they feel? Kristen feels very happy. Looks like Jamaica feels very happy too. Do you think the two of them are going to be friends? I think so. Can you imagine what if Jamaica had kept that dog at home? When she saw Kristen at the park and Kristen said, "I'm looking for my dog," what would Jamaica say?
Okay.
Yeah, Jamaica might take her home and say, "I have your dog at home." But this way, Kristen got her dog back right away. Now I think they're going to have a fun time playing. 1, 2, 3 friends all together. The end. Thank you for reading this book with me. Let's put it back on the counter. 1, 2, 3. That's all for this week, but I will see you next time. Thank you for reading with me today. Bye-bye.